A very warm welcome from Arjati Creation. In today's session, we are going to learn how to create whirly table mats. So let's get started. So hi, today we are going to start the advanced level, and for the advanced level the first project that we are doing today is the table mat. We'll be doing the table mat on an A3 size paper. You can take any light colored A3 size paper. I am taking this pale yellow color today. You will need the same pens. I'm going to do the table mat in black. You can also use colored pens to do up the table mats. We are going to do intricate design in the mats, and you can make 6 to 8 of the same pattern to complete your mat set. So let's start. I'm going to make a 1 centimeter border all around first. Now that I've made a 1 centimeter border all around, I'm going to make a 3 centimeter and 3 centimeter, that is a 6 centimeter all around this. So let me just quickly make it and show you. So now I have drawn this border. A central area is left. This central area that is left is approximately 28 centimeters by 15.5 centimeters. So we will be creating a design in the center, and we'll be doing up intricate borders all around. So let me just quickly draw and show. So now in the two borders, outside borders, I'm going to use the template, border template that we had drawn, and I'm using the 27 number template, and I'm using the 6 number template. So let me draw it with black pen and show. So now when you are creating the borders, it is very important that you draw the lines very straight, and you mark 1 centimeter so that your borders are made very symmetrically, because these mats are going to be used long term. These mats can also be used as a good gifting option. Now as I am creating this border, you can see that I have marked 1 centimeter before I have created the checked pattern. Even in the semicircular borders, I have marked 2 centimeters, and then I have created the border pattern. This will give it a lot of symmetry and will help the mat look more beautiful. So you can see this way I have made the border. I'm going to make it for all 3 sides and all 4 sides and show. So now you can see that I have made these borders. Now we will be making figures here. First I'll draw it in pencil and then in pen. So now I have lightly drawn the border and the painting. I'm going to now show you with a black pen how we are going to do it. So now when I have created the border, I have used a combination of bird figures and human figures. Now I could have done human figures all across on all four sides, but I chose not to go for only human figures because that would have made the whole mat very monotonous, because there were only human figures in the inside drawing also and also on the borders. So I decided to go with a combination of birds and humans. You can also choose any other kind of combination where you can do a combo of animal figures and human figures or human celebrations. You can also create the bullock cart on one side, and I have very symmetrically used the birds on the opposite borders, and on the two other borders I have used human celebrations. So because the theme of my mat is very much related to a celebration scene where there is a king's procession and a queen's procession and a lot of people are dancing, so the entire mood of the mat is to depict movement and to depict some sort of a celebration. That is why if you look at the human figures, they are showing some sort of a movement, and they are very symmetrical. The bottom line and the top line both are absolutely identical, and the line on the left and the right are absolutely identical. This is to ensure that there is a lot of symmetry when the mat is made. This sort of a symmetry will make your mats beautiful. Another very important aspect is that though I have gone with a single color, that is monotone, by using only black and black lines, you can go for a combination of few colors when you want to do these mats. Now these mats can be done in sets of 6, 8. You can even do matching coasters with them in either monotones or in multiple colors. Now it is very important that in the mat you use very thin tip markers. As now in the mats it is very important that you use thin tip markers. Like I have used very thin tip micron markers. I have used a 0.1 to do the outline. Now why I have used a 0.1 is, one, that it is going to add a lot of finesse when you're doing the mats. Secondly, once you've made the outlines in a very fine tip, it is your option whether you want to color them with the same color using a monotone or you want to color them out. Plus you can make very intricate designs in the clothes of the people. In this scene also I have made very small size people, and I have created very designer kind of clothes for them, which have been done with this thin tip marker. You can add a lot of lines, patterns, dots to define the people. That is what I have also done in this. Now when I'm doing the birds also, the bird's neck and all the intricate parts of the bird I have tried to cover with the thin tip marker, because that is going to be standing out separately, because that is the part which will be non-color. So these things have to be kept in mind when you are doing them. It is very important that you draw the figures absolutely clearly in your pencil, so that when you're outlining it using your thin tip markers, and in future when you're outlining it using your paints, you have a definite structure and there is very lesser chance of going wrong when you're making these. Now another important aspect is that whatever border templates that we have created, we can use all the designs of the border templates in the intricate designing of the clothes of the human figures, and intricate designing of the dresses of the elephant and other kind of animal figures when we are doing bigger paintings. So like the border patterns, if you have practiced those border patterns, those similar designs we can use very. Now, so the border pattern templates that we have created, they have about 52 different sorts of designs. Now, the designs that we have created there are very intricate. These designs can be used and are very handy when we are doing designing for the people for their clothes, as well as when we are doing designing for the kind of dresses that we have to make, or any kind of animal figurines, or even in certain corners in the mat. We will be using a lot of these border templates in doing designing when we are creating bigger canvases. So it is very important to have a good practice of those template figures, because then your lining will come out to be very fine, and your ultimate result, whether in the form of a mat or a canvas drawing, will become very pretty. Now, if we concentrate on this figure that we have created here, you can see that we have used almost all of the figures from the celebration template. We have also used a lot of dancing women and a lot of women and men using and um, using various kinds of musical instruments. Now, in majority of this, the theme, as I was discussing initially, is to show some kind of a celebration procession. So it is very important to make the scene very vivid and movement based. Now, this is also going to make your mat very colorful. You can even think of doing up placemats with this. Now, in order to preserve the mat, I am going to get this mat laminated in thick plastic, and it becomes a very handy gift and also to use in the house. Now, here you will be able to see that I am doing up the elephant figure. Now, when we had done the elephant figure as a part of the animal template, we had only created the elephant. But now what I have done is that I have made a human figure sit on top of the elephant. So what becomes important is that when you're doing the elephant figure and there is a king sitting on top of the elephant, it is important that you do this with a scale, so that your lines are absolutely straight and very symmetrical. Now, the designing that we are going to do for the ornate cloth that the elephant is wearing should be done very beautifully, because here we are showing a royal elephant, and also the small carriage that we are showing on top of the elephant, which is carrying the king, should also be done in a very ornate and an intricate manner, so that it looks very rich. Now, here also simple triangles, lines, and checked figures is what I am using in majority of my designing here. But what becomes important is that you should draw as much as possible straight lines. Now, you can either use a scale for doing the straight lines, or practice a lot with your thin tip markers, and then you can do direct drawing. Now, here you can see that I have created very close lines to create a checked kind of a pattern, so that the cloth of the elephant looks very ornamental. Now, when I'm creating the carriage of the king, again I'm doing it with the help of a scale so that there is a lot of symmetry in this. So you can see here that there are these two women figurines that we have created, and they are holding these elaborately decorated fans in their hands. So I'll be using mainly the border pattern template 1 and 2 to create different kind of decoration aspects in these fans. Now we are creating these women who are holding the fans because we are trying to show a queen's procession, and when we are showing the queen's procession we are showing these two women holding the fans as a part of the procession. So that is why these fans have been done very elaborately to add more richness and to add more finesse to this particular scene. Now we are also trying to create few human figures in front of the possession of the queen who are dancing and who are kind of throwing petals like they used to do in the older times. So there are these 2-3 figurines that I have created here. You can see the ladies with these long chunnis, and these ladies with the chunnis are not only dancing but also kind of throwing flowers at the queen's procession. So I have also made people dancing, people playing musical instruments, and I have created the king's procession in one corner, that is the right corner, and the queen's procession in the left corner. And I'm showing different kind of fan holding figurines, dancing, people playing musical instruments. So there is basically a lot of aspect of movement, celebration and richness. This is because when I'm creating these mats, I want the mats to look beautiful, and I want the mats also to create an emotion of richness here. Now we have in this mat, if you look carefully, I have also created some kind of figures of people holding the bhalas that used to resemble what the king and queen army used to carry in the older times. So you can create people holding various kinds of weapons also. Even battle scenes are very common when we are doing the Worli paintings. Now I will be creating the elephant of the queen. Now when I'm doing the elephant of the queen, as I did for the king, this elephant is also going to be created very elaborately. Again, I'm using a scale, and when I'm doing that, I will be creating a very intricately decorated cloth on the top of the elephant, which is going to give it a very ornate kind of a look. The small carriage for the queen that I'll be creating is also going to have the same kind of pattern as that of the king. Now here, if you notice carefully, I have created a lot of usage of the triangles, of the lines, of the checked patterns. You can also go for more circular figures, semicircles. If you don't want to do it in a monotone that is only black, you can create alternative colors or go in for a combination of two colors here as well. Now when I'm doing these particular elephant figures, it is important that my lines, as I was telling you, are absolutely straight. Now when I'm doing the queen's carriage and I'm making the queen here, I am going to make a very long dupatta or chunni for the queen. This I'm only adding to make the thing look more royal and to add more richness to the queen figure. So if you want, you can make it in opaque colors or by doing simple lines to the queen figure as well. Now, I am using a lot of intricate design in the chunni also, because I won't be coloring the chunni in an opaque manner. It is going to be transparent, and so that the look is very very wavy. So now you can see that I am creating these flowers on the ground. As I was telling you, I am creating people who are kind of throwing flowers at the queen, and that is the reason why I am creating these flowers on the floor. This is again to add more royalty to the whole image. You can create lots of flower images here. I'm going to continue doing it in a monotone, but you can add contrasting colors to do up the flowers here. Now, like I created a very very dancing sequence in the bottom of the mat, in a similar manner I will be creating these very tiny people in the upper line. Now, if there is any confusion, let me tell you, these people are being created in the panel. The entire length of this panel is 3 centimeter. So the people that are being created in this are lesser than 3 centimeter. So these tiny people are also going to add a lot of intricacy to the painting. If you want, you can even divide it further, divide this 3 centimeter further into half, and when you divide it into half, you can have two layers of people, 1.5 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, so that will make your work even thinner. You can go very very creative here, and you can keep creating much more intricate details in this. Now, when I'm doing this people, if you will notice, I am creating a consistency in the clothing that I'm creating in the people in the top and the bottom borders, as well as in the inner side. You can also go for a absolute contrast, where you will make these people wear opaque clothes and those probably wear lined clothes. So a contrasting effect can also be very beautiful when you're doing these particular mats. Now, if there is any confusion as far as the pen that I'm using, I am using a Micron 0.1, maximum 0.3 can be used when I'm doing the lining. And if at all Micron is not available, you can also go in for any other company's thin tip marker of 0.1 or 0.3 thickness. Now, when I'll be coloring the figures now, I will be using any normal sketch pen. You can use a marker pen, or you can use even colored pens to create. So now you can see I have outlined all of it. Now I'm going to color it up and show you the final result. Now you can see that the mat is ready. I have done this 1 centimeter border, black, then this is 1.5 centimeter, this is 1.5 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, and this is the inner portion where we are seeing a celebration scene. Now this particular mat, I'm going to make similar mats, 6 of them, and I'm going to get them laminated. You can make a combination or similar patterns and get your table mats laminated. I will show you a laminated version of this as well. So here you can see the laminated version of the mat. I have created 6 mats and I have got all 6 of them laminated. Get them laminated in the thicker version so that they can last longer. Thank you for watching the video. Do like our video and subscribe to our channel for many more such free Whirly videos. And do click on the bell icon so that you can get a notification as soon as we upload the next video. Thanks again and bye-bye.